Hi, this is Philip from the Gail Borden Public Library, and I'm here today to talk about ebooks. If you haven't tried it before or have been wanting to, here's a perfect time to check out ebooks and audiobooks. I'm going to show you what it's all about and where to go to get them. The two ebook programs that we use here at the library are called cloudLibrary and Hoopla. I'm going to talk about cloudLibrary first, but they both have ebooks and they both have audiobooks. The big difference are going to be what kind of collections they have, but I'll talk about more of that later. You can listen to audiobooks and read ebooks on basically anything that has a screen nowadays. Today I connected my computer up to my TV just so that you have a nice view, but you can also do it on your tablet, your laptop, Chromebook, or whatever you have lying around. If you have a tablet, a smartphone, or a Chromebook that you're going to use this on, you will be going to your app store and downloading the app. So either cloudLibrary or Hoopla or both. Once you do that, it will prompt you for what library you belong to, what your card number is, and what your PIN is. If you have any trouble logging in, maybe you get an error because you have an expired card, or maybe you forgot what your PIN is, we can help you with that. What you're going to start off with is you're going to go to the Gail Borden Public Library, and in the top right corner above our catalog is a contact us page, and it's going to give you all of the ways you can contact us, such as email, text message, and phone number. We still monitor those between 10 o'clock in the morning and 6 o'clock in the evening, every single day except for Sunday. So if you have any problem, just give us a ring or type up a quick email and we'll be happy to help. So you're going to want to start, if you're using your computer, at gailborden.info, which is our main page. From there, you want to try to find ebooks. So you're going to go to Books and More, and you're going to click on the 24/7 eLibrary. And you scroll down the page. There will be a section for reading and listening. They're both going to bring you to the same page. So if you click on cloudLibrary in there or cloudLibrary in the other one, it's going to be the same one. So I'm just going to click on cloudLibrary under audiobooks. From there, it's going to give you instructions on what to do if you have different devices. As you can see, it supports basically everything: Chromebooks, Kindle Fires, Nooks, Windows, Mac, iOS, Android, basically everything you could think of nowadays. They also have links, if you click on View the cloudLibrary, to go straight to view it through your browser. I already have myself logged in on another tab, so let's go over to there. Once you get yourself logged in the cloudLibrary, let it be the app on your phone or on a PC, it's going to look very similar. So I'm going to show you how it works on a computer, but if you have another device, it will work almost exactly the same way. Things might just be located in a little bit of a different place. You're going to start off and you're going to see a bunch of different books. These are our featured book lists, but we have a lot more books than are just in our list. Normally, if the screen isn't blown up, they'll give you a bunch of different options for my books and things of that nature. It'll say featured, browsed, my books, and messages. If you go to browse, it is going to show you all of the books that are in our catalog. Since I have my screen smaller, I had to click on the three lines on the top left corner, and then it gave me those options. So let's go on over to browse and see what the entire catalog's like. Perfect. From here, it's going to give you all the genres that we have: fiction, nonfiction, Christian literature, biographies, classics. The list goes on and on. So check out whatever is of interest to you. If you already know the title or the author of the book, there's always the search bar up here in the top right corner of your screen that you can use to look for any book. Now, we're all used to Google and Yahoo and all these search engines that are really good with spell check and figuring out what you want, even if you type it in incorrectly. cloudLibrary is not like that. If you type in the title or the author's name wrong, it might not come back with anything at all. So if you don't succeed the first time, double check what you typed in and try again. You will eventually be successful, and it'll pull up books that you want. cloudLibrary has our biggest collection of fiction and our biggest collection of popular titles. So if you like all the popular authors like Stephen King, Patterson, Baldacci, things of that nature, then you're going to want to go here. cloudLibrary is going to have it all, including audiobooks. You'll be able to scroll through and look at the different genres and what books we have for them. If you get to a genre that you want, such as this one is literary, you can click on the view list on the right hand side of the list of books, and it will give you a full list of all of the books in that genre. When you're looking at books, you want to be careful to look in the bottom right corner of the cover of the book, because it will have either headphones or no headphones. If it has headphones, it's going to be audio. If it has nothing on it at all and it's just the cover, then it's going to be a normal book. When you click on the book, it'll also tell you if it is an audiobook or if it's not, just in case you might have missed it on the cover. If a book is available, it's going to have a green button that says borrow, like this one. Let's see if we could find one that is not available. Here it is. If a book is not available, instead of having a checkout button, it's going to have a blue place hold button. And underneath that, it's going to tell you how long you have to wait. If people finish the book early and return it earlier, then there's a good chance that you'll get it before the time that it says on the screen. If you're still interested in the book, even after looking at the wait time, click on place hold. And when that book is available, you'll be able to check it out. They'll give you a notification if you allowed that on your phone or tablet. But let's just grab a book to check out now. Say I wanted to read The Beauty of Your Face. I come over and I click on the borrow button. It works for a couple seconds to get the book ready. If you are listening to an audiobook, it's going to take quite a bit of time to download. You can stream it, but if you're ever going to be without an internet connection, maybe going for a walk around town to stretch your legs, you are going to want to wait for the book to completely download. Depending on your speeds at home, it's probably going to take a couple minutes up to maybe 10 or 15 minutes, especially for really long audiobooks. They could be a couple gigabytes, depending on the size of the book. All right, so for this one, physical book, they pretty much download almost instantly, and then you could hit the read button. And it'll take a second to load itself up. And here we go. No matter what kind of device you have, it's going to work the same. If you want to be able to change pages, leave what book you're on, or get any of the settings to change font size, things like that, you're going to click once in the middle of the screen, or if you have a touch screen, you'll tap once in the middle of the screen. On the top right, they'll have places for you to increase the font size, increase what color you want the pages to be, and change what font type you would like, as well as leave bookmarks. You don't necessarily need to leave bookmarks unless you want to go back to a page. cloudLibrary will automatically save whatever page you're on so that you open up the book again, it's going to be where you left off. If you're connected to the internet, that'll even work between devices. So if I start reading this book on my computer and decide that I want to finish it up in bed on my tablet, all I have to do is make sure I have an internet connection, close the book out, and when I open it up on my tablet, it's going to remember what page I was on. So let's click out for now, and it's going to bring us to my book section, which is where all of your checked out material is going to be. So our book shows up here. It has a read button, it has a return button, and it tells you how much time is left. I have 21 days. Once you check out a book, it would be 21 days until you need to return it. Audiobooks are exactly the same as well. If you can't finish the book by the 21 days, it will automatically return itself. There's no fines or fees like physical materials, so you don't have to worry about anything like that. Once the book returns itself, say you didn't finish it yet, you can still go back and try to check it out again. As long as nobody was waiting on the hold list to read the book, it's going to be available and you can read it again. When you check it out again, it will remember what page you were on, or if you're listening to an audiobook, where you were in the audiobook. So don't worry about trying to write down what page you're on the last day. cloudLibrary takes care of all of that for you and remembers. Here in your My Books list, besides having what books you have checked out, which I forgot to mention earlier, you could have 5 books checked out at a time. If you want to continue to check out books, you can. There's no limit, but you will have to return one of those 5 to check out another one. So read as much as you would like, but just know you can only have 5 out at a time. The next tab up here is the holds. The holds tab will show you what kind of books you have on hold. I don't believe I have anything on hold currently. Basically what the hold list will say is that it'll give you a list of all of your books and tell you how many days you have left before those books are able to be checked out. And then under history, it's going to show you all the books you have checked out. It will tell you when you last checked out the book, which was about a month ago. And if you wanted to check it out again, you could hit borrow. So say I was only halfway through, like I was talking about earlier, and it returned itself. Instead of going through all the rigmarole to find the book again in the catalog and or search for it or whatever, all you have to do is go to My Books, click on history, and click on the borrow button or put the book on hold again. It'll also let you know what books you've read. So if you're trying to go through, let's say, all of Patterson's novels, which would take you quite a bit, but let's just say you're trying to do that, it'll list all of the books that you've checked out, so then you can go and check out the one that you need to. The last thing I want to talk about is filters. If you go to the 3 lines, or it might have it across the screen for you depending on what you're doing, you're going to go over to filters. This allows you to see only the books that you want. You can choose to do only ebooks or only audiobooks. It defaults to both if you don't change it yourself. It also has a view option for all titles, only titles that are available, or suggestions for library. It defaults to all titles, but I would suggest putting it on suggestions for libraries. That way it will show you all the titles that are available, as well as give you books that we could buy for cloudLibrary. Now, instead of having a borrow or a hold button when you're looking through your catalog, it'll say suggest. Once you click on that, it will send a message to one of our librarians who will now know that you're interested in that book. As long as that book is not really expensive, and we think that it's going to be read by other people, which is what is most of the time, we will purchase the book so that you can read it and then other people can enjoy it as well. Let's go back to Gail Borden Library really quick. We're going to go back to 24/7 eLibrary. Now the other one I didn't talk about is Hoopla. So let's click on Hoopla. I'm not going to go into Hoopla as much as I did for cloudLibrary, because if you've seen one, you've seen all of them. They're both very, very similar. The big difference between Hoopla is it has a lot of nonfiction, which cloudLibrary doesn't have that much of. The kind of downside to Hoopla is it doesn't always have the newest materials. Sometimes it only has books that are about a year or two old. But it's a good place to check out. If you can't find it in cloudLibrary, usually we'll have it in Hoopla, and other way around. If you can't find it in Hoopla, we usually have it in cloudLibrary. Another nice thing about Hoopla is it has a little bit of everything. So besides doing books and audiobooks, it also has videos such as movies, TV shows, and it also has music as well. If you go to the Hoopla page on the library's website, it is going to give you step-by-step instructions on how to set up and all the information about Hoopla and links to download it. If you're using it on a computer or a Mac or Chromebook, there is no app like with cloudLibrary. So for Hoopla, it'll all be browser-based. You'll just click on to go into Hoopla and get yourself started. Just like I said in the beginning of all of this, when you're trying to sign up for these and check out books, if you have any problems, please contact the library. We are monitoring and we are here to help you. So even if it's just over the phone or over email, we should be able to get you going with whatever sort of problem you have. All right, well, I hope you all go and check out some ebooks and some audiobooks. Enjoy yourself, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll hopefully see you all again soon. Bye-bye.